MidOne. Ends up missing out on that range creep too.
They've got the ward. They've got the ward for the courier, but I think they just want the kill at this point. And yeah, Spartan's going to go in and get the disruption.
The Torrent going to come out, trying to block the creeps. Oh no, Spartan, he's now going to get dropped by the cold snap and a right click from MidOne. First blood goes his way, and Puppey's on the other side of things, catching maybe next time, body blocking him up. Yeah.
Another kill opportunity. Pylai died, tucking himself into these trees. We'll see if a disruption from Spartan is going to be possible. Yeah, it's an easy kill here.
He was playing it so safe and conservatively, and then he popped out, tried to get a bit of harassment damage on a Skylark, and that's when AD FINEM pound Ranger lineup, and they're doing it almost with desperation. The way they dove mid and then they dove top lane as well, and almost were punished quite heavily for that. Puppey tries to make it go on to Madara, but can't get the distance close. Disruption into Torrent. They have the nuking power. They don't have Shallow Grave yet for MP, but it looks like he may still survive. Spartan does get the vision for himself. The illusions will finish him off. A cold snap on a baby next time as MidOne pursues. Skylark can't help him out. He does not have press the attack to be able to help his buddy out, so it looks like maybe next time he's going to be food for the mid laner. Spartan also going to be dying inside the trees. Ran out of tangos, it looks like, to be able to eat his way through. So, Secret end up getting 2 kills in exchange for the pressure on MP, but you can call that a success for AD FINEM, right? Even if it was 2 for 1, they did force rotations and they did kill the carry.
Yeah, killing the carry and getting the Invoker TP, but even with that Invoker TP, Thug is still getting bullied in this middle lane. He is not having a good time anytime MidOne's back in the lane with the Drow Ranger bonus damage, getting constantly harassed down, and to be very careful. But as you kind of suggested, why not try and at least zone the puck? And with the Allborn cooldown, they ideally want to try and go on him now.
Oh. All right, they're going to catch him here. Torrent is going to be laid out right after the disruption. No phase shift, so KheZu will be brought down. Nuke. And we are good. 3-3, 5 minutes in.
That helps out this bottom lane a little bit. Get Madara a little bit of space and try and help him get towards that level 6, ideally level 7, so he can make that first kind of Eclipse rotation as well. Problem is going to be the top lane. It looks like Skylark has got some pressure coming his way from Puppey.
It's going to be slowed down by the Frost Arrows and a little bit as well. It seems they know the static laning phase is just not theirs to win, so they're trying to rotate these supports around, and Skylark is positioned for these heroes to go on him, but it looks like AD FINEM are just going to be there a bit too late. They disrupt onto the MidOne Invoker. They're going to be able to get an arrow out. Looks like they did manage to stun him, but the Eclipse bounces. They hit only on the Dazzle, so the support goes down, yes, but MidOne is kept quite healthy, and he has the Ghost of Walk.
Maybe 2 of those didn't hit Pi and hit MidOne. I don't think MidOne's going to die anyway, so...
Spartan in trouble. Disrupts himself. Press the attack is not going to be here because the tornado hits him, but he actually... Spartan... Oh, no. He ends up dying still. The last shot comes out from the Drow Ranger. MP is level 6, so every single shot does quite a bit of damage now.
Yeah, I don't think... This is not like the kind of pace you want your Miranda to be playing at. Like, Thug's been moving around a lot, forced top lane. Doesn't feel like he's been able to just sit there and try and farm and finish his Aghanim Scepter, which is going to kind of set him behind.
MidOne, how are you here? He's gone from top now to bottom. Is going to be able to counter Madara as he tries to go on to KheZu. The burst damage comes out from the puck. They have the press the attack to pull him right back in. Thug is here. Can he hit the arrow? Oh no, he hits it on MidOne. Still trying to finish off KheZu. A phase shift does dodge a little bit more. Now he gets dueled up. So surely KheZu is dead. Thug can't fight into Puppey and MidOne. So those two, that'll be a bit of a stalemate as they...
So that they can like group up and take a couple more towers. Like Drow's kind of at that state where you're ready to perhaps TP towards this bottom lane, take 2 towers. If you feel pressured up top like this, maybe rotations coming your way.
Can't interrupt that combo in time. Maybe next time. He tries to hit the Torrent, misses out on both of them. Will get the X back into a duel here. Looks like they could probably burst him down. The arrow comes out and another winner. But it's going to be another loser too. AD FINEM going to be dropping Spartan here in the back lines. Pylai almost dies. Does manage to Shallow Grave himself. Thug push back though. Press the attack is going to help him out a little bit. But he's surrounded on both sides. Puppey was there on the other side of the river. So a little bit tricky acrobatics. Thug does manage to leap himself over the river and into the woods. Maybe next time with this Moonlight Shadow. Finds the X. Sets up the Torrent boat combination. Nice tornado to be able to interrupt some of this damage. Doesn't get hit by the arrow either. So most of the damage negated. Thug is now the one who's going to be silenced up and brought down by MP and MidOne. get some vengeance for Ad Finem's poke of aggression.
Invoker just so disruptive and also very tanky at this point, already sitting on around 1,000 HP, and if you don't burst him down right away, he throws a Tornado EMP, and suddenly you've kind of lost that kind of gap between you and him, and he's not done. He's looking for Madara as well with this EMP burn. He does a ridiculous amount of single target damage.
And he's burned to the mana, but they do have the wand. The Eclipse comes down. MidOne, 50 HP. Oh no, the boat's going to come in. KheZu's going to be stunned up. Skylark tries to hit the duel, but doesn't actually get it off. The animation is a little bit too soon. Arrow skims on by. Thug right in the middle of things. Double nuke. Goes for MidOne. MidOne. He'll die this time. So does KheZu. Now it looks like Ad Finem can finally get some kills into their coffers. Pylai die. Targeted. Not going to be the choice here. Instead, they turn towards Puppey. But Puppey turns around, just finishes off the Kunkka. A couple of nukes come his way, but he is plenty healthy. Meanwhile, this is just time being bought for MP in the bottom lane.
I was like looking at it like, oh, all right, finally.
Putting up so much pressure on Luna, and a large part of this is got to be the extra the Drow Ranger damage.
Oh, they swarm with the sentry though.
Get him now. Cold Snap couldn't stop that disruption, but it will allow Puppey to be able to close that distance and get the crush needed to finish off that support with MP and Puppey there. There is rotating across. Now, you could see Ad Finem were very scared of being caught out in this top lane push. They know Secret have the strength to be able to contest them. Spartan is going to be the one to take the smoke, and that feels completely intentional. He wanders out into the jungle when his other two cores are hiding. He reveals they were indeed smoking towards us, and the rest part away from this big eclipse and just try and play more of an efficiency game against Ad Finem.
For a team fight to work, they need to make sure they're the one getting a good clean jump, and that's why they're going for this smoke up here. They've got a great ward as well.
Two-man crush. KheZu's coming in from the side as well. They have a nice silence. Now a follow-up silence on top of that one. KheZu's going to be able to lock in two of these cores, make sure there is no escape for them. Puppey finds the perfect initiation. You said they needed to be able to find a clean one. Puppey gets two cores, now a support as well. And that'll be Secret turning that into some sort of objective. If they want to, there is a Roshan. Looks like maybe that's what they'll back up for.
Yep. They're going to perhaps try, though. They are kind of grouping up around this area. Marana will throw an arrow at least.
Torrent and an arrow. A ship is on its way. MP's being bashed up by Roshan as well. MP's definitely very low in the pit, but he will manage to finish up Roshan and get that Aegis. Now Puppey's pulled back to his doom, it looks like, and Skylark's going to be able to get the duel on top of him. EMP, now Eclipse, chasing down Pylai Die, gets him. They brought down MP, and they're going to bring him down again with a nicely timed arrow out from Thug. Skylark's going to be caught, though. Nice disruption coming out from Spartan. The right defensive play that will save the only hero in danger from Ad Finem. A pullback here, but no counter vision. That could have been a fourth hero down. And what a turnaround that could have been. Ad Finem still a big-time upset. They got, what, looks like about a 2,500 gold.
Doesn't necessarily change too much based on the Eclipse cooldown.
Ad Finem have been so scared of aggression coming out from that offlane position, but they're going to smoke up and actually be able to, or Moonlight Shadow up. They get Pylai Dies, a quick duel. That's perfect, but KheZu responds. He managed to get a nice setup in Coil. Tornado EMP will burn out Spartan, it looks like. The slowdown of Skylark will ensure he dies as well. Maybe next time, and Madara caught together as a duo. Nothing really Madara could do. He tries to get in the middle of things, set up for the Eclipse off of the ship's Coco's Rum, but it's not enough. He can't survive through all of that. Only Thug is going to be staying alive. Ad Finem, they seemed so sure that something was going to come out of that offlane. They had scans, they had aggressive wards, they had a Kunkka kind of setting up, but they get aggressive in bottom lane, and they're going to lose all five, with Thug being the final one to get caught.
But unnecessary kill. I think that's really the big part with that initiation, is it reveals exactly where Ad Finem are, so the Invoker can line up a multiple hero tornado, and it allows the Slider and the Puck to come in and land their spells.
Oh, Skylark. He thinks he's coming in to save Spartan, but he just puts himself in danger of the Coil. Deafening Blast, a little bit more to finish off Skylark, and there's the Sunstrike, but no. Skylark does manage to dance to the side with that Shrine. He'll be healed up now. Puppey with a blink attempted strike is going to be caught. Pulled back by the X. He does have the Shallow Grave. That's going to prevent, or actually no, the duel is won by Puppey. Puppey not able to get out though. Madara will finish him off with a nuke, but they get a lot of damage on that tier 3 tower. They get some dual damage for Slardar. They trade 1 for 2. All things considered, Secret pretty happy with yet another exchange with Ad Finem.
again, it's the MidOne Invoker just doing so much work in these fights and progress towards some kind of late game goal, which is mostly going to be around the Shadow Demon Luna. Like, Luna's going to be going all out on stats. Like that matter is not thinking about any kind of BKB pickup. Ooh,
there's the
dual kill
duel.
up top, yeah.
With the Boots of Travel set up, Ad FINem are trying to split Secret up as much as possible, but MidOne was sitting behind this one. Nice torrent into a boat. That'll hopefully save Thug as he makes his way out with a Blink Dagger. Maybe next time hides in the trees here. Does not actually have a TP, but Secret aren't really searching for him. Anyway, a Dire Scan doesn't really work. Attempted torrent to stop that TP. Doesn't actually make it. They're chasing down Madara right now. They do have the Moonlight Shadow. The Eclipse goes out. KheZu gets bursted down in that small window. The slum little split-second stun there of the Lucent Beams. Anything, they will manage to get that Aegis, but Puppey, in his attempt to stop Ad FINem, almost gets caught, but a Eul Scepter blink out allows him to actually save his own life. MP, kind of similar scenario here. Caught out with the Aegis, but they can't actually chase him down fully. MidOne's causing a lot of havoc, especially to Madara, who's now stuck inside the Ice Wall. Does manage to get off the Eclipse, and a safe disruption buys Madara more time for that magic damage to go out, but Secret are dancing away from it and then return to finish him off with physical damage, also catching Skylark inside the Ice Wall and make pretty easy work of him. Puppey brought back. The arrow's actually going to miss out as Eul Scepter used on maybe next time prevents that pullback, and maybe next time is easily brought down with the Corrosive Haze and the physical damage of MP. Secret win out big time. They take, like, it's been a while since we've seen Kunkka, but we can't forget that this is one of the ultimate split push heroes with the right kind of cores. He has been caught though. Puppey has picked up the right kind of items to help deal with this X with the Eul Scepter, and he's managed to hunt down maybe next time in the pullback there. It's given space to Thug to be able to push out bottom lane, but Secret may still try to see if Ad FINem stretch out a little bit too far. Somebody like Thug, especially with the Eul Scepter, if they could time it at the right time. Oh, there it is! The X brought back right as Puppey hit the Eul Scepter. Nicely played by the captain of Secret. They get the pick off they needed. 80 seconds down, and Secret will march into the base.
It's great to see, like, it wasn't even like they got annoyed by that, like, X Mirana farming a couple of times, and then we're like, oh wait, how do we solve this? Let's get Puppey, like, preemptively, like, rush straight Eul system against the Kunkka, and we're seeing him constantly try and punish that play.
Melee Rax almost being brought down, but here comes the true fight. In the back lines of Shallow Grave will help save MidOne against this duel. MP is having a hard time dealing with all this bouncing damage, but he does have the Aegis, and he's bringing Madara lower and lower. Another disruption, another attempted save. Somebody finish off MP. He finally does go down, press the attack, and a Shrine will heal Madara back up. A 3 versus 4 is going to commence here over this range tracks, or no? Secret, they're actually just going to go straight for bottom. Bigger objectives in mind, thinking that they can win out in this team fight. There is still an Eclipse up, but Madara, he doesn't actually have the space to be able to use it. He gets brought down so quickly. Now MP, he may be X'd up, but he's going to be able to pursue maybe next time. An easy kill there. Tornado into Sunstrike. Puppey's forcing back the last hero of Ad FINem, and with nobody up here, big cores down, especially their Luna for 60 seconds. Seems like Ad FINem are just going to lose to the push of Secret straight into the tier 4s.
Yeah, they couldn't quite find an opportunity to get the Eclipse off on that high ground defense. Secret just very safely chipping away at the racks and waiting for Ad FINem to go on them, and by the time they do, Luna gets brought down like really low on HP. Doesn't want to